Hello there, everybody. I'm Jorge Varela. Joining me today is Caduce Campbell, and this is us, the Button Smashers, talking about some news that came out recently, just kind of out of nowhere. We were recording a podcast, the EchiCast, that we post every Thursday on iTunes and on our website. And so right there in real time, we got news from Marvelous over at Japan saying that there are 3 brand new characters revealed for Senran Kagura Peach Beach Splash. You might have noticed that we've been writing and posting videos about it. Actually, our video about the reveal is our second most viewed video on this channel.
People really like Senran Kagura, apparently. I think people that follow our YouTube channel are big fans of Senran Kagura, or Japanese games on the whole. So thank you for watching our videos. We like it. We'll keep trying to make more videos like these that you guys appreciate.
And so here we are doing it again with a really awesome piece of news. So Q was saying, I know we did this at the very beginning, but you were asking so hard for New Wave characters that come from that New Wave G-Burst mobile game. And New Wave characters is what you're gonna get, because that is exactly where these girls come from. So you have 3 girls, you have Shoji, you have Yaki, and Leo. I think Leo is probably one of the most popular characters out there that aren't in the Senran Kagura games. There's been a lot of fan art. People love the cards that come out for this character, and there's actually some DLC costumes in Estival Versus that have outfits that belong to these characters. I think there's a Shoji one, there's a Leo outfit out there as DLC, so yeah, maybe that was possibly like a hint of what was to come.
Okay, I didn't know these things. I don't really buy Senran Kagura DLC, but
I don't either, but I sure as hell browse through it.
Definitely. I am gonna buy I still have to get the character DLC Festival Visitors though. I have not gotten those yet. And I do want to play their storylines, like their side stories, but I just haven't done it yet. I think it's like, how much is it gonna cost to do all of them? I think it's like probably like maybe $30 or something. Is it that much? Or is it 20?
No, I don't think so. They're like different packs, and they're all $5. I think it'll be like maybe 10 or 15 bucks at the most. To get all of them.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
pretty much what I'm gonna try to get.
Yeah, it's not going to be that bad. But anyway, here we go. These characters come from New Wave G-Burst from the mobile game over in Japan. It's not available over here. So, yeah, you can kind of just assume that most of the people that are not super duper hardcore fans of Senran Kagura will see this as like, their very first exposure over here in the West. And so we have the first one here called Shoji, and she is voiced by Marina Inoue. We have a bit of a character bio here that pretty much talks about, how, just like in the games, whenever you go into the bio for all the girls, they have, their age, their blood type, the 3 sizes, hobbies, favorite food, all of that. You can take a look at that for yourself whenever you're playing the game or you're doing your own research, but we want to take a look at the more detailed information, such as the following. It says that Shoji right here is a first-year student at Hebijo Clandestine Girls Academy. So there we go, we have another Hebijo girl coming in. She was born to a distinguished family of evil shinobi, and she grew up under a strong sense of justice from an early age. She is an obvious narcissist who overestimates her own ability, but because of that is confident and goes to great efforts not to be defeated. And she sees Homura as hostile, but does not consider her as an opponent.
I like that. I like the fact that that she sees Homura as hostile, but wouldn't attack her. I feel like it's maybe she respects her. Sort of like, okay, you're like a rival character, but I'm not gonna attack you or anything like that. We also have, for example, like her hobbies being self-improvement and the foods that she likes eating: hot dogs without mustard. Very specific, that no mustard thing.
Yeah, you can put everything. You can put ketchup, relish. You can put some Doritos on there, but no mustard. That's where she draws the line.
Not at all. And she's a cute-looking character. She's 16 years old, and of the 3D models that we have of them, hers is the cutest. Gotta say, her 3D model just. Maybe it's the outfit. She's wearing a sort of like a, what do you call that? Is it just pants?
Like a surfer outfit, a little bit.
Is that a surfer outfit? That's what it looks like.
I mean, whenever I see people go surfing, that's kind of a similar thing that I see people wearing. I mean, she got like a swimsuit. I mean, it's got like swimsuit bottoms and like a pink shirt or whatever. But you have like the little name tag, like you know, like in those school swimsuit uniforms.
Maybe it's a gym
Just,
outfit, like what's her name? Like
Hibari.
Hibari. Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe it's a gym outfit like Hibari.
Yeah, it might be similar. So yeah, for me, out of all of these three girls, this is my favorite one. I think she looks the prettiest, the cutest, the most vibrant. I really like her confidence. She's a narcissist, and there's even like some you know, because there is going to be a story mode in Peach Beach Splash, and so we're already seeing details like, okay, so she's an evil shinobi, mostly because of her family, but then it says that she grew up with a strong sense of justice. I'm like, but isn't justice like a good shinobi kind of thing? So maybe there might be some conflict on there with like good shinobi, and then bad shinobi, and then justice, and like good justice and bad justice, and then like she's talking, you know, you're already seeing some implication that she is interacting with Homura a lot, and she's a renegade, so like how is that going to come into play?
But I think the thing with Senran Kagura that is very important to understand is that, you know, good and bad shinobi, the phrases good and bad shinobi aren't what people think they mean, because pretty much all the shinobi in Senran Kagura, they're good. It's just who's willing to make the hard choices. Like the bad shinobi are willing to kill if they have to, whereas the good ones, they're not. They'll spare your life, sort of thing. But they're all trying to do good. They're all trying to protect the people that they care about and the people that they love and stuff like that.
Yeah, essentially. There's a bunch of little different, like the good shinobi work for the government.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
then like all of the evil shinobi are basically mercenaries. You know, whoever pays them the most, they can do like assassinations and all that stuff.
Exactly.
So yeah, a small detail like that. But also like this is, you know, this Peach Beach Splash game is gonna be like a fun little spin-off. So I don't see the story getting like too serious. I think it's gonna be like Bon Appetit, where all of it is gonna be like comedy and stuff. So I wouldn't worry too much about things getting dark, but I'm still serious because they did confirm that after this there's going to be like another like full-fledged, you know, Senran Kagura action game. So if they don't get into the deep story now, they'll definitely get onto it later.
Yeah, definitely. And the thing is that it's also very important to remember that these are sort of isolated stories in games like Peach Beach Splash. You know, it's an isolated story from the mainstream Senran Kagura storyline. So that's also very important to remember. You know, these games are not to be taken too seriously, but they do have really good stories once you really get into them. That sort of thing.
It's serious where it counts.
Yeah, exactly. You know, it's serious where it counts. So how about we get serious and we talk about Yaki, who's voiced by Rika Tachibana. So she is a nice chocolatey looking character. She has white hair and she has these sort of droopy eyes, sort of like she's sad looking. I hate her eyes.
Like she just like infinitely sleepy eyes.
She just looks depressed or something. You know, her birthday is September the 29th according to her bio. She's 16, blood type O, height 164 centimeters. Not gonna go through the whole tree stuff about her waist, width, and bust and all that kind of stuff. You guys can find it on our website. There's an article for that. We'll kind of put an annotation thing for it. Hobbies: she collects shiny things, and her favorite foods, fermented foods. I'm thinking yogurt. So yeah, she's a second-year student and the leader of the Tono Tenju squad. She has pride as a leader, as well as a strong sense of responsibility, since her personality suddenly becomes vicious when her sword is drawn. I'm thinking, what's that character who has the split personalities right now in Senran Kagura? Murakumo. I'm thinking Murakumo. The minute you think like her personality gets vicious when the sword, I want to see her when her personality is vicious. Like I'm looking at her now.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
you don't want to see sleepy eyes. You want to see like angry eyes that kills everyone.
I think she's gonna look super hot when her personality switches. Like I just know it's gonna be amazing.
Yeah, that's how you like. That's how you like to be treated.
You know I like that Cinderella life. You know what I'm talking about. She's also troublesome. So I don't know what that means by troublesome. I don't know what they mean. Like maybe she bothers other people.
I mean, we literally just read that she can become vicious when her sword is drawn. So I think that's the troublesome part.
Okay. She usually has a soft demeanor and tries to be gentle. She's always with her friend Karasu, and Karasu is not announced, but if she's always her friend Karasu, she better be in a character in the game, because we're gonna,
yeah,
you know.
That already seems like an implication, because it's kind of like Kagura and Naruto, right?
Yeah.
Like the two of them are inseparable and they're always together, so it'd be weird if only one of them showed up, right? So I'm assuming that, you know, maybe this is just like one wave of characters that they're announcing, and maybe you'll have, you know, more characters coming in later, because one thing that you'll notice about all of these 3 characters is that they're all leaders of their own faction.
Exactly.
And so, yeah, so that kind of begs the question, is only the leaders gonna show up? Because for every leader, you have like 3 or 4 other characters that follow them. So, you know, it might be safe to say that we're going to be seeing many more characters getting announced, to at least maybe 1 or 2 more from each individual faction, that are new, by the way. The only one that's different here is Shoji. She's from Hebijo, but these other 2 are like 2 totally different things. It's not Gessen or Hanzo or nothing.
Yeah, which means they're going to need to have, you know, other characters to even out their ranks, basically. Which is going to be awesome. But the thing is that I noticed when we were reading this before is that she's 16, the other character Leo is 17. They're both second year students, so either Yaki is really stupid, or or you know, Leo is really stupid and Yaki's super smart.
Well, either way, like one of them had to repeat the year or something.
Yes, that's what I'm thinking. One of them is stupid.
I don't think so. I mean, look, Daidoji, I don't think she's the stupidest person in the world, and she has yet to graduate, and she should have graduated ages ago. But, I don't know, dude, come on, like, the age difference isn't that well. Like, I know I had people during my high school that were 16, and in between the school year, they turned 17, so I don't know. Like, I wouldn't, you know, think too deeply about this, frankly.
I think, even though I actually also had that same experience, so I shouldn't even say that. But
yeah.
Yes.
If you wanna stop and think about something, I want to take a look at Yuyaki's gun. Isn't that a weird gun to have? Because, you know, Shoji has kind of like a handgun pistol kind of thing. Leo has what looks like a bazooka, but then Yuyaki has like this weird like circle thing, and
is
then
something
like a
wrapped
thing
around
the
it?
end. Yeah, it looks like a hose, and then after, I don't know what that is. I don't know what kind of gun is that.
I don't know what that is either. I can't even bring my mind to wrap around what that is.
But, you know, at least there, you can tell that they're getting creative with their gun designs, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how they look, how they work, and yeah, I just want to see how the splash effects. Oh man, beautiful.
Yeah, you want to see how they fight.
How they fight, yeah. How they fight against the ability of getting soaked. I think I'm just gonna stand still and just let my character. I think the first time we boot this game up, we're just gonna be playing against each other. I'm gonna be like, oh, hey, just soak my character. And you're gonna be like, no, soak my character, and we're just gonna be standing there. No one's doing anything, just taking hits.
Yeah, and then the AI will soak us, and then we'll lose.
Yeah, and we'll lose, but we'll also win at the same time, so it'll be okay.
Yeah, there's no losing in Senran Kagura. Let's move on to the next character.
Yeah, let's do it.
Speaking of always winning, we have a bit of a fan favorite. I know that at least within the Senran Kagura fan base, there's a lot of people out there that love this character, and it shows because there's DLC and Estival versus for this character with her clothing, not her as a character, but the clothing that she wears, and it's Leo. So I know in Japanese it's pronounced Leo, but you know, I'm different pronunciations in different cultures. But yeah, Leo. Her birthday is on July the 23rd, age 17, blood type AB. Her height is 169. Her hobby is afternoon tea. And then her favorite food is mangosteen. Everything sounds very elegant and nice. And that's because in her bio it says that she is a second-year student and she is the leader of the Zodiac Guiding Star Association. As the super wealthy socialite daughter of a high-class family, add in yet another rich girl into the cast of Senran Kagura that is full of high-class rich people. She values elegance and propriety and possesses the most money in the world. There we go. Screw Bill Gates. You got Leo here. She has the strong leadership skills, able to organize her team, and is level and calm. But on the other hand, is sometimes a little foolish. She loves to take naps and is both elegant and divine while doing so.
And the thing is, she's voiced by Mitsuki Saiga. Is that how you pronounce her name? Saiga. And I have to say, her artwork looks the cutest out of all the girls because her hair is all flowing all over the place. I'm not the big fan of her 3D model because the model doesn't do the artwork justice. Like, her artwork here, the hair is wild. I like the wild hair, and she looks dangerous and fun. With the 3D model, she looks all elegant and well put together and stuff.
Yeah, wearing those camo shorts.
Those camo shorts with the sort of slash through them. Oh, those are the best. I think of all the 3D models, the only one I don't like is Yuyaki's. And it's the bloody eyes and the
because she's all covered up.
That too. I mean, she's partially not covered up in one part of the image, which I am liking that part of the image.
Yeah, so they're showing a bunch of different. So here in the same article that we wrote, we also have a bunch of pictures for some new posters, new art. Which the more we see this, the more perverted and freaking hot it gets. I'm not gonna lie, I enjoy looking at these pictures and posters a lot. They're like one with Asuka and Homura. They're getting pretty gosh darn like they're one step away from having to like mosaic and censor the whole thing. But on the other hand, you do have a picture of Shiki and Yumi taking a shower naked, so I guess they don't care.
Yeah, they're still covering up some stuff, but it's okay.
Yes, it is fantastic. That makes me happy. I have zero problems with it. But yeah, we also have some pictures of the 3D character models, which look really damn good. They look better than Estivalverse, especially with like that detailing on the water, where it shows. There's one picture with the regular clothes, and then there's another one where you can see through the clothes because it's wet, and so you can see very clearly through Yaki's and her, I think Shoji's like weird surfer outfit, and then Leo's t-shirt and stuff. Yeah, I'm really liking this. I like the guns that they're holding as well. I'm assuming that you can switch it up. I'm assuming that all the characters can use different guns, or maybe that's why there's so many characters, right? Because maybe one character only has one kind of gun, and so it's kind of like when you're playing Overwatch, right? It's like instead of switching weapons, you switch to a character, and that character has like a specific set of weapons and stuff like that, and upgrades and whatever. But yeah, I'm interested in, listening to their voices, listening to, how they interact with all the other characters, because I already know all of the other Senran Kagura characters so well, right? And to just have all of these new characters come in, and they're from different factions with different values and stuff, so you just kind of come in and clash with them, that'd be great.
This was, like you mentioned that thing about Overwatch is something that I didn't think about at first, but now that I think about it, that'd be so cool. Like, I've not played Overwatch as of yet, and it's because I'm not really that interested in it. But if there's a Senran Kagura Overwatch, yes, yes.
Yeah, like just a bunch of could you imagine like a crossover, like Overwatch characters have Senran Kagura costumes, or like Widowmaker shows up as a Senran Kagura character?
No, not just Widowmaker. What's her name with that had the whole booty controversy?
Oh yeah, Tracer.
Tracer. Oh yeah, some total Tracer stuff. I would love that. Because I mean, think about it. If this is like an Overwatch sort of style gameplay that we get in this, and you have this multiplayer that's class based. Each character is their own class, they're their own character that have their own weapon set and their own special abilities, which would work perfectly with the Senran Kagura characters because they're all so unique and different, and they have so much different abilities and stuff like that. I think, it's gonna be awesome. Can you just imagine?
Yeah. Constantly yelling at my friends on voice chat to get on the goddamn payload. Yeah.
I'm just like, oh, hey, cover me. I'm like, no, stop. No, don't cover me.
Okay. I'm busy looking at a girl's wet t-shirt. Can't you see? I don't have time for your payload. I don't have time for capturing any flags. Is it a panties? Can I capture the panties? No? Is it just a regular flag? Well, screw that. I'm just here looking at this wall scroll right here. I'm looking at this body pillow. I don't care.
I think how the game would start is that everyone would start off really excited to fight and win and stuff like that, and then eventually everyone will get soaked and everyone playing will just stop playing. It would just like literally every character will just stand still in the middle of nowhere, and everyone will be like, "What the frack just happened?" And we all know what happened.
They're all rotating the camera around the characters.
Exactly.
They're looking for a wall so that the camera comes in closer.
Could you just imagine like they had this game made it to esports or something, like it's at a tournament, and all these super hardcore guys are playing. And then, in the middle of the entire match, everyone just stops. The movement just stops. And that's obviously the commentators are going to be us, because they're going to
Ladies and gentlemen, what is this? In an unprecedented event, it seems that the game has ended in a tie for the 7th time. The game has been going on for 5 hours. We have to declare a winner right now, but the players just can't decide between the boobs or glory in victory.
Yes, that is just how it is, Jorge. And back to you, Stan, in the audio, in the studio.
Thank you very much, Q. I would like to take this time to talk about our sponsors over at Playboy. But
definitely.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited about these characters, and I'm even more excited about the implication of all of other brand new characters that are going to be coming in, because they did confirm as well that there are going to be crossovers and there's going to be DLC. So assuming that these three are just going to make it into the game as a default, just like Ayame and Kagura and all those, I'm happy. I want to see more characters get announced, and after the game is out, I'm assuming that's when they're gonna announce the DLC. And so, yeah, dude, the sky's the limit. If they can have, like, Dead or Alive characters in there, they can have Ikitosen characters, and they can even have, like, characters from different games, like Senran Kagura 2 and stuff. Dude, anything could happen right now.
We've already established that we want characters from that new anime with All About Butts. What's the name of it again? Keijo. We already established that we want Keijo characters in there. And so, yeah, let's do this. But the thing is, we're approaching 20 minutes. We're about 20 minutes.
Yeah, we gotta wrap it up.
Yeah, we do have to wrap it up. It will be too long, and you guys are gonna be like, or maybe you'll be like, we want more. Anyway, if you guys want more, head on over to our website. Find Echicast. It's on there. You can find it on iTunes as well, and Stitcher, and all sorts of podcasts and applications. And you can hear us talk for like more than 20 minutes about stuff like this. So, yeah, I think we've reached the end of this video. Thank you for watching and all that kind of stuff. The article will be in the annotations, but I'll just give you the name of it. The article on our website is called 3 New Characters Confirmed for Senran Kagura PHP Splash. It's done by...
Yeah, we're gonna post the link to the article down there in the description, so you can just go ahead and click on it and you'll see it.
Definitely. So with that, let's get out of here.
Yeah, thank you very much for listening. See you later.
Bye.
Thank you very much for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to give this video a like. And of course, you can go to our website, thebuttonsmasher.com. We do news, we do reviews, and if you're a fan of podcasts, then be sure to visit that site because we have a lot of them. All of that content is created by really fun people that love what they do, so we highly appreciate your support.